What's happening, Hoodlum Gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end, and I'm back at y'all with another video. I was gonna do this video yesterday, but I wanted the conversation with the homie Baby Cripstick to marinate a little longer. I appreciate for all the feedback I've been getting on that, as well as the other conversations. I see that y'all enjoy those. I don't want that to take away from our personal time like this, so I had to hit y'all with a little story real fast. Yeah, y'all also received the video with the homies from Deep Valley well, and like I said, all of them so far. I got another one coming up on Thursday. I will not disclose that information at the moment. Y'all will see it when it's up. And got something coming for y'all on Saturday. A treat for y'all. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this story real fast. This was a story that took place in 2004, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. We was in an area called Oak Park. Oak Park is I would say it's in between Southeast San Diego and East San Diego, but technically it's East San Diego because I've been arrested over there multiple times, and they take you to the police station on University and Fairmont because that's their jurisdiction. So this is a neutral area. There's no gangs over there besides Oak Park Locos, which is a Hispanic gang. I know, shout out my boy Zany from Oak Park. I don't know if they're really around like that no more, but you know, like I was saying, as far as black gangs, not really nothing over there. It's just a mixture of everybody right there. At least it was back then in the late 90s and early 2000s. This is how I got to know a lot of people from different sections, because everybody lived over there. And I'm gonna be completely honest, half them dudes wasn't really from where they say they was from. They was faking anyways. But some of them, including myself, really, really was from our communities and really ended up being who we said we were at the time. But anyways, this is a story of when some Paisas tried to kill us, man. And I'm gonna explain. So it was me, the homie Sean, the homie Quincy. Sean, I call him Sad Loke. He from the coast, or was. I don't know. He didn't faded off into the sunset. Quincy didn't bang. My nigga Billy. Billy from the Lincoln Park area. You know what I mean? And his cousin, Dorian, Franklin. Yeah, he rest in peace right now. He passed maybe 2 years ago. But I knew these dudes back then. You know what I'm saying? So I think we was all I was probably 16. You know what? This might have been 2003. This might have not even been 04, homie. But anyways, it was one of them nights we was walking. And if you ever been in Oak Park and you on 54th Street right there, it's a liquor store on 54th and Redwood. It's two. It's a liquor store, and then it's a Lou's Market across the street, and then it's a taco shop right there next to the alley. But we had just came from the liquor store, Trade Winds, right? The blue store on the corner. We crossed the street, and we by that church. If you ever been through Oak Park, you know that church across the street from the liquor store, that big white church. So we walking right there, and we minding our business, and then all of a sudden we see a young Hispanic dude walking up the street. And this is the thing about being troubled youth. And I know a lot of people did stuff like this, homie. When you bored, anybody walking on the street becomes a victim, homie. Don't matter, black, Asian, Mexican, white, we bored. And when I say we, I don't mean all of us, because everybody didn't have nothing to do with this. I was one of the ones who had nothing to do with this. But the dude walking with his skateboard coming up, And I remember Dorian asked him, he was like, let me see your skateboard. Let me do a trick or something like that. And I never knew that this nigga skateboarded. I don't know if he really just wanted to do a trick or what, because this wasn't a conversation that was talked about. We literally, I think we had just got a Swisher or something. We was about to smoke and everybody was going to go their separate ways. It's already like 9 something at night. And he like, let me see your skateboard. And the dude said, huh? I think he had headphones on too. He took them off. He said, huh? He said, let me see your skateboard. And the dude said, no. Dorian creamed him right there on the spot. Fired on him. Now, with that being Billy's cousin, Billy jumped in. I think the homie Sean got a swing or two in, and they start chasing him through that church right there. So we like, man, we keep walking. You know what I mean? Me and Quincy. And Sean, he walking with us. They chase him, whatever. So we get towards the library. It's a library right there. Everybody know about the library and the apartments behind it. I used to stay in those. Not at this time. I stayed in those like, I think I moved out in 2002, early 2002. Well, I personally moved before that, but yeah, we still had the apartment. But we walk Sean to the bus stop, or we get to the apartments and he walked to the bus stop, and then we go through the apartments. It's blocked off, like cars can't drive through there, but you can walk through there. So we walk through the apartments, and we just chilling, just talking, me and Quincy, and we standing there, and maybe about, I say about 5 minutes later, Billy come up on a bike, and yeah, that's another thing. He had a bike. He was the only one with a bike. So he come up on a bike with his shirt off, holding his side, looking kind of beat up. You know what I mean? So we like, nigga, what happened to you? And he like, they jumped me. We like, who jumped you? He like, he started telling us like he basically chased old boy all the way to his house. I guess he lived on that next street, which is 53rd when you come through the church right there. And Billy chased him. The family came outside and they put them paws on him. He recently told me a couple months ago when me and him was working together that I guess he was fighting old boy and they was giving him the one-on-one fade and he was whooping the son's ass. So then he said the dad was like, something about my son fool, and cracked him, boom. Then the uncle jumped in. They just, you know, they whooped his ass. So he telling us that he just got packed out by the family. So me and Quincy laughing. Quincy is one of them people that when he laugh, he make you laugh. Even if it's not funny, homie. He got a laugh that's going to make you laugh. So he putting extras on it. He laughing Billy like, that shit ain't funny. You know what I mean? And I bullshit you not. In my head, I don't know if I heard this or not. I should have asked Quincy before I told this story. I should have called him. But in my head, I heard, in the distance. It get a little closer. I look, car hit the corner. You know, like the little mariachi music, but they slapping, homie. So as I'm getting ready to bust the hardest 16 freestyle you ever heard in your motherfucking life, they pull up to a screech. They pull up on us. He like, oh, nigga, that's them. Now, while they was giving Billy a tour of their house, and I think it was a tour because he told me 1 minute he was in the front yard fighting. Then he said he was in the garage fighting. I don't know. They probably knocked him out, tucked him in the bed, woke him up. I don't know what they did. But he didn't take survey of the cars. So he didn't realize it was these dudes until they pulled all the way up on us. And I think they pulled up in like it was either red or orange, like some type of, I want to say it was a Camaro. I don't know. It was one of them old school ones. I don't know. I could be wrong. It was some type of car. And when they jumped out, the dude was like, you hit my son, fool? And I'm kind of like, oh, like, you know what I mean? These is grown men. Like I said, we 15, 16, 17. These dudes is already probably in their 30s or approaching their 30s because their son was like our age, that dude's son. So, yeah, he had to be in his 30s already. So when he jump out the car, and the homie like, don't do it, don't do it. They got weapons, run. Now, in my head, weapons, run, gun, I don't know what's going on. Either way, I'm not about to fight these grown-ass men with weapons. He had a crowbar. The homie had said that they was hitting him with a hammer. He had welts all over his body, which we didn't see until I'm going to tell you in a second. But the nigga had a crowbar, homie. Like, you know what a crowbar is. So me and Quincy take off. We take off running. They chasing us, but they didn't chase us all the way through the apartments. We get down by the pool. They're not coming no more because they went back to getting that car. So Quincy house is right there. I'm thinking we gonna run into Quincy's house, which it was kind of smart that we didn't do that because they probably would have been telling us to come outside and probably have the police, you know what I mean, calling the police, and then we wouldn't have had nowhere to go. So we run all the way through the apartments. We get all the way down towards the end. We chilling. Here come Billy. They already whooped his ass, so they not worried about him. Billy come up on the bike. He like, man, he said, I told you. We like, nigga, why'd you bring him to us? He like, I didn't. I think when he was taking a little snooze, they put a tracker in his pants or something. That's how they found this nigga. Because let me tell you something. I don't know how they knew we came that way. Now, mind you, like I said, me and Quincy didn't have nothing to do with this fight. We never even jumped in. So he probably said it was that dude and two other dudes, which it was. It was Dorian. We don't know where he went. And Sean. Sean went and jumped on the bus. Them is the two niggas they looking for. They probably, remember on Friday when Joker asked that nigga, Day-Day, he was like, hey, Day-Day, where's that other chin out there? I think that's how they did Billy. And he was like, I'll tell you where they at. They in the apartments. But anyways, so we at the end of the apartments. It's dark down there, homie. There ain't no lights or nothing. So we chilling. And all of a sudden, we hear a car. But they not playing the music this time. We hear a car, and it pull up. I cannot tell you how they found us at this part of the apartments, homie. And they jump. I hear a car door close, and I peek around the corner, around the apartment building, and all I see is his silhouette, and I see the crowbar. And I peeked, and I looked, and he said, hey, fool, you hear my son? Oh, hell nah. I said, here they go. So we jumped the fence, like a little chain link fence. And it was like a hill where the apartments was, and it was like a canyon, and then not really necessarily a canyon, but it was like a bunch of like bushes and trees and grass and shit like that. Vegetation, pretty much. I'm fancy. So we tumbling down the hill and all that, homie. Niggas got thorns all in their socks. Man, this was a bullshit ass night. So we get to the bottom. We hiding in somebody's backyard. And he didn't hop the fence. He went and got back in his car. But we heard that car driving around for like a good hour, bro. Because the engine. And then we was just tweaking off cars, period, homie, all night. Billy lost his house shoes. He had some Dickies and the corduroy house shoes on. Nigga lost them. Lost the sock, homie. He barefooted. He talking about he think his ribs is broken. That's when he lift up his shirt and showed us, and you could see like the little circle part from the hammer all over his ribs and stomach. They was beating the shit out of that boy. So finally, we come up the back way by Euclid. Like if you're going towards a new creation, those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. That back way Euclid, and then you'll be in East Dago. So we end up going through them apartments right there, and we end up coming back into the apartments, and we creeping at this time. We hear any type of car, anything, we gonna get gone. Like I said, they was grown men and they had weapons, and they was under the impression that we whooped on their son, and it wasn't me and Quincy, but guilty by association. So we end up going to Quincy's house. I get my backpack because I used to always put my backpack or my jacket or whatever, you know what I mean, in his house and just roam around all day over there until I was ready to leave. Billy ended up calling his sister. She came and got us, dropped us off at home. But yeah, man, that was the time the Paisas tried to kill us. They was serious all night. We heard their car, homie. They was circling looking for us, homie. And it's like, damn, homie, me and Quincy, we can't explain to them that it wasn't us two. We probably all look alike to the son anyways. He probably gonna be like, yeah, it was them two, just because we was there. But we technically didn't jump him. It was 2 other homies who got away and didn't even know what we was going through that whole night getting chased by these dudes. They was already long gone. But that's my story. That's my video for today, man. I'm going to hurry up and slide into work. I think I'm a little bit late, but I told myself I was going to get some content out to y'all today. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the conversations I've been having. If y'all want them to keep coming, even if you don't, they still coming, homie. But it's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, a.k.a. your friend from that big old end. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the Content Cartel. My bad. Forgot. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. And follow me on Instagram at Hoodie from the Hood, man. Talk to me. I talk back. I'm out.